is Tomislav for Antichrist Metalzine. With great pleasure, we have Ian from Cerebral Rot, who just destroyed fucking Zelda.
Thank you, man.
Ian, thank you very much for your time.
Hell yeah.
How are you doing?
Great, man. Sick fucking show.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
So how was the touring going so far?
So far, it's been fucking amazing, man. Yeah, I'm loving Europe, and all the gigs have been fucking rowdy, and just a really good time. Yeah.
This is your first time in Europe, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So how many days you're having left?
I think we have about 13 more shows.
13 more shows.
Yeah.
Nice. Which is your next gig?
Next gig is Budapest.
Budapest,
I believe. Yeah.
So let's talk about the Cerebral Rots, the formation of the band. The band was like in 2016.
Yeah.
You have 2 albums.
Yeah.
How was the band formed, and which is your main inspiration for the sound, for the lyrics, themes?
So essentially, I was in a grindcore band before Cerebral Rot called Chronic 2. It was a lot like faster, dumb. It was about like smoking weed and all that shit. And I decided to go more like serious route, just like death and darkness and shit like that. Feces.
Yeah.
Just nasty shit. And yeah, just basically started writing for Cerebral Rot right then. You know, got Kyle from Fetid to play guitar, Drew from Acid Feast to play drums, and originally it was Zach Neal on bass, and they were all just good friends in Seattle, and just went from there.
Nice. The both bands, and Mortiferum and you are from Washington, right?
Yes.
Do you guys knew each other before the tour? You play together?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've been good friends for years, like years before the formation of Cerebral Rot.
Okay. Since we don't have very much bands from the States, death metal bands from the States. How's the metal scene actually in Washington in the States?
It's great. It's great. Yeah, it's going strong. Yeah, it's there's a lot of good shit coming out of the Northwest for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, fucking yeah, a lot of good shit.
Let's talk about your new album.
Okay.
What was the inspiration? I knew that both Mortiferum and you played the whole album in the same studio, right, in Seattle?
Yeah, we recorded in fuck, I forget the name of the studio, but
we'll check it out in the comments.
Yeah, it was at Jack Andino's studio. He recorded like Nirvana, Bleach, and shit like that. Yeah, there's like a Grammy sitting like on the fucking desk while you're recording.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. It was very high tech, fucking 2-inch reel-to-reel machine. It's all analog, fucking
old school. So how the Excretion of Mortality, that's the title of your album, right?
Excretion of Mortality, yeah.
How does that album differ from your first one?
I would say just better songwriting, a little more advanced, just like riffing and stuff like that, like a bit more of like an overall dark atmosphere type thing that I was going for at least.
I always wondered, like, with bands like Mortiferum or Cannibal Corpse or your band, what was the fascination with these kind of topics? You know, does the music come first, and like it sounds like rots or something like that, or the lyrics come first?
Lyrics come last for me. Yeah, I just like to make sure that the feel of all the riffs are just nasty, fucking very catchy, have a groove, something you can bang your head to, and like really just like feel like the atmosphere, just like It's like, it's really like nasty shit.
The lyrics are pretty much like inspired from the movies, from
no, it's more vague, just like darkness and disgusting, like putrefaction, death, like rotting, fucking like fecal matter for sure, like just nasty shit. It's like I really like gore a lot. Like I watch gore videos all the time. Yeah, I love that shit. So yeah, I'm very inspired by just like darkness and death.
Which was the first band that you really like when you heard the lyrics and that kind of sound?
Seisma.
Yeah.
Finland. Yeah. I found out about them when I was probably like 14 or 15 or something like that. Just became obsessed with just like very catchy shit like that, but like about just nasty content, basically.
So what's the next tour and what's the next for the band?
So we're doing, like I said, the next show is in Budapest, and then I'm excited for Tones of Decay in Prague.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be very sick, and then I have basically a whole nother full length written. Not quite ready to record, but all the riffs are there, basically.
Is gonna differ from this album?
It's gonna be similar to the newest album, but just even more like in-depth songwriting and just like more of a disgusting atmosphere type thing. Along the same lines that
Okay. Do you have the title ready or is still in?
Yeah, we're gonna call it Corpus Offal.
Which does that mean?
He's like dead human meat, essentially. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ian, thanks for
Of course, man. Of course. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. This is also Kuternik from Metalzine, and we also have Max from Savage Mortiferum. Max, thanks so much for your time.
My pleasure.
It's a great show.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Great.
Cool.
First things first, how's the tour going?
The tour is going really great.
Yeah.
We're about a week into the second leg of it with Cerebral Rot. Halfway through, we played Killtown Death Fest, and before that, we were with Witch Vomit. We were from Portland, Oregon. And all the shows have been really great. We've gotten to do some cool sightseeing as well. We've been eating really well and having a great time.
Which was the highlights in Europe? Mostly bands from the States kind of have issues to come to Europe.
Yeah.
And most bands I asked like Immolation or Divine, like Europe, like they're not, kind of 100% sure if you can manage in Europe. So what was your highlight in sightseeing?
Highlights and sightseeing. Let's see. Well, when we were in France, we saw the Louvre. That was really nice. What else? When we were in the south of Italy, we saw some cool ruins. We've seen a few castles, and we've eaten a lot of really good food. I would say those have been the highlights. But really just playing.
Well,
playing's been really fun.
During tour, food is very, very, very important.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so Mortiferum is founded in 2016.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
The two albums talk about the story of the band, the two albums, inspirations, the sound. I mean, you and Cerebral Rot are kind of like mirror images in a way. Both bands are from Washington.
Yeah, both bands are from Washington. Both bands are from Washington. We have been friends with those guys for a long time, even before either band existed. Chase and I used to play in a band called Bone Sickness, and a couple of the guys from Cerebral Rot played in a band called Chronic Tomb. They used to play shows together like 10 years ago. yeah, any other?
Which one was the? We have albums.
We did a demo, which ended up becoming an EP, Altar of Decay, and then we did our first full length in 2019, Discord from Psychotic Depths, and then we did a split with Hyperdontia from Denmark and Istanbul. And we did our second album last year.
Which is called
Preserved in Torment.
Which was the inspiration of the album?
The inspiration for that album. That's a broad question. There's a lot of things that inspire our music. You know, it's everything from. We were inspired by a lot of Finnish and American '90s death metal, obviously, but a lot of our, I would say, like, the landscape and the setting of the Pacific Northwest ties a lot into the music. There's a dreariness to that area. You know, it rains a lot. It's really dark. It's chilly. It's gloomy, and I think that plays into the music a lot. So as far as like that album in particular, it was kind of the same thing with the first one, really. We just, we spend time on our own coming up with riffs, coming up with lyrical concepts and whatnot, and then we get together and we try to turn them into cohesive songs all together. And
So most of your inspiration are from European metal.
That and Finnish specifically, but then also like the northeast of the United States, the New York area, that kind of stuff.
Since we don't have the opportunity to ask, what is the current state of metal scene in the States? So, like in Europe, it's one thing, and in the States, it's something. It's the other.
The current state of the death metal scene in the States, as far as what?
Good question. Awesome question.
As far as as far as what goes, you're making this really difficult. You're like really, really difficult.
Sorry.
It's fine. What exactly do you mean?
Like the support of the fans, the labels, the car. Like, is it even
The band.
Yeah, like for the band. So is it more fun to play in the States or more in Europe?
Well, it's really different. They both. I really like to play.
Yeah.
I really like to play live shows anywhere. I will say in Europe, there is an enthusiasm that I haven't seen anywhere else. This is also my first time doing a proper European tour. But yeah, there's lots of really great bands from Europe. There's lots of really great bands from the States too. And all over the world, there's stuff that's had a big impact on me and a big impact on our music. And so I don't know if I'd necessarily say I like one more than the other. I think they both have things I like, they both have things I don't like as much.
Yeah. So where is the next show and how many dates do you have left?
Tomorrow we are playing in Budapest, and I think we have 12 shows left.
12 shows. So after that?
After that, we're going to go home and take a little bit of a breather.
Yeah.
We've been on tour pretty much this whole year.
Okay.
And we've been on tour pretty much this whole year. So, yeah, in January we did a week with our other band, Caustic Moon. Then after that we had like 10 days off, and then we left for 5 weeks with Immolation. And then we were back. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
It was that was a life-changing experience for me. That was
I talked to Ross a few months ago.
Awesome. I love Ross. Shout out to Ross.
Shout out to Ross.
But yeah, then it was like we were back for 1 month, and then we left for 7 weeks, and then we were back for 1 month, and now we're here. So it's like we've just been on tour a lot with minimal breaks. So you know, for the rest of the year, we're just going to be chilling. We have a couple little gigs here and there planned, but we don't have another tour planned right now.
Take a rest.
Yeah, I mean, you know, whatever. I say that now, but I know something's going to come up soon, and we're going to be like, okay, fine, we'll just do it. Yeah, you know.
Another festival like in Europe, like okay.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely hope to. I can say that next year we want to come back over here and play a couple of the places that we didn't get to this time around. This time around we didn't get to do like the UK or Ireland or Spain and Portugal. So that next year we want to do that for sure. We wanna also go to Australia and Japan and stuff. We want to conquer the fucking planet with our death metal. But yeah, it's been a really great year. It's been really busy. But yeah, right now it's a little bit open-ended after this.
I believe.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Thank you. My pleasure.